Look at you fancy gents and your red wine. My drink's also red.
What are you drinking?
A Lucy Juicy is what I call them. It's water with fruit punch Mio squirted in. Sorry, I said squirted like that. And then some THC
How did the drops get in there?
I did droppies. You don't squirt them in.
Oh, sorry.
God.
You dribble them in.
You dribble them in one at a time, and you count, and then you add a little extra one at the end there if you've had a long day.
The old baker's dozen on that one, right?
Oh my God, I'd be on the floor if I put a baker's dozen amount of drops in here. We good?
I'm thinking we're good.
All right, let John.
No, I'm just gonna hold it here so that
So that when I start talking, you can take a sip.
Well, I
you
want
look
the
fancy.
first glance
It's just
of
present.
ourselves to be extra fancy. You know?
Oh, okay. I'll hold up my Mio drink in my mason
That's
jar.
a little too fancy. I think you need
I'll
to pump
calm
the
down.
fucking brakes.
I'll just let the white straw floppy flop here. Hello, loreheads. Sorry. Hello, loreheads, and welcome to the League, exploring the League of Legends lore from A to Z. My name is Rebecca.
And I'm John.
My name is Mark.
Today we're talking about the Valentine skin line, along with some of League of Legends canon couples, maybe some of our dream couples, and maybe some popular couples.
And others.
And others. Our least
The
favorite
unpopular
couples
ones.
that we hate
The ones that
so
are like,
much. Too boring. The Valentine skin line. I was on the wiki and it said it was Be Mine and Debonair was put under the Valentine skin line. But I didn't really look into
There's
that.
exactly one. There's exactly one Debonair skin, I think, that's under there. And it's Jace.
Jace's.
Old. Very old.
That first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite funny. He just stands alone.
Oh, well, his boyfriend's one with the universe now or something. I don't know.
Sure, right?
Mel's
Maybe they
too
should
good for
update
him.
his lore, but just that, right? Just the Debonair skin.
His boyfriend's one with the universe that he lives on.
That's
Where
got
the
real
fuck
big.
you
My
live?
girlfriend is the moon energy.
That's rough, buddy.
Man.
Anyway, what do we want to talk about with the Valentine skins? They're pretty cute. I like them.
Yeah. They
I don't know why I said that. I never play them. I don't really like them that much.
See, I was going to say, I personally... Positive, right? But I personally do not fuck with Valentine's Day, broadly speaking. I think I'll say. Like, when we were playing this episode, I'd ask, like, when's Valentine's Day?
The same
again?
every year.
I know I could
Literally
just...
the same.
You,
Yeah.
you would think it would be easy.
Right?
And yet...
But if you ignore it equally every year, then you never have to learn.
Oh,
Yeah.
I kind of like Valentine's Day, but it reminds me as a kid, I loved like the little Valentines, and you got to pick whatever your favorite movie was that year or whatever, and give out Valentines to people. That was fun. I kind of want to get like Poppy something. I feel like, Valentine's Day is more fun when you're
can see
celebrating
that.
like your family and your friends. And
Yeah.
I mean, I love you too, John, but like we talk about it all the time. It's just
Yeah,
like
that's true.
constant.
I'm so over it.
So no, it's just
You think y'all are over it.
I do play the Valentine skins
what
when
you-
it's in February specifically.
Yeah, that's like you kind of got it. You're paying your like not homage. What is it?
Your Saint Valentine tithe.
Yeah, we'll say tithe. Sure, right. Tribute. You're paying tribute, right?
Tribute. There we go.
Yeah. I agree, though. It's funny you mentioned that because I had the thought of what I was trying to figure out, because none of these AUs did much for me, but I was like, I want more of like, maybe like the less than 3 one, or I want it like a little younger where, yeah, like you have to go give the little Batman, like you said, Valentine to everyone. It's like, it's not a joke. Be my Valentine, right? It's got the Joker on it or some bullshit.
Yeah.
That
With, like,
was
a little bag of
so
hearts
good
taped
off
to
the
it.
dome. You know what I was thinking? It'd be fun to like create League Valentines or something, but then that seems like way too much work.
I mean, there are a bunch of them out there. We'd have to
I know,
try
yeah.
hard to not be duplicating something,
True.
But I'll
Sure.
do it. Let's see. We'll see.
yeah,
We'll see what Valentines we can come up with for the people who are part of this AU before the end of the episode.
Okay, I love it. What are we
Sure,
starting
sure.
with?
I thought we'd do Be Mine. I mean, that's like that's like the
Yes.
classic one, right?
The heartbreakers,
Yeah.
piercers, seekers.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That's
the breakers, piercers.
That's the weird thing about it.
And they're mostly people
Piercers,
seeking
dear.
hearts, huh?
Mostly seeking.
Mostly. Vi's breaking
Sweethearts
them.
in there,
Fiora's
too.
stabbing people, calling it love.
Heart sweets.
Everyone else is like, please.
Yeah, they make mention in like Ash's one that she's the leader of the Heart Seekers, and then that concept is never mentioned
Right?
again ever.
I feel like it's just something she puts on her resume and doesn't actually mean anything.
No one's going to look into it. They're not going to call.
So can you expand on that? What were your duties? We hearts, we seeked them, right?
We seeked them good. Seeked them hard.
And I fill the world with
It makes me
love
feel like-
through projectile weapons.
It makes me feel like they had the idea they were going to do something more like, think like the Snowdown ones, where there's more of like a world and allies and villains and organizations, and then they said, nah, this is not really interesting. We don't really want to invest that much time in it, so
Yeah.
don't.
And if you look
So
at the
every other one's
splash
mostly
art,
just a
it
joke.
definitely seems like that's what they were going for. There's a lot of splash arts with like queens and fealty seeming, but yeah, it doesn't play out necessarily in the lore.
Well, it's just like, what if Caitlin and Vi were in high school? And that's just so fun.
That's its own separate
That's its
one,
own
though.
separate
That's-
AU.
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
That one's at least way more interesting. I agree. I feel like that one's like the opposite, where I like that idea a lot, but it's just really underserved because it's like them two and a Mumu.
Right?
Right.
Which is
Classic.
especially odd because the other thing that's part of Be Mine is Love Struck, and it seems like it would have been a perfect fit for Love Struck.
Maybe
I don't even
they'll
know what
add
Love
more
Struck is.
later.
It's got literally 4 people in it. It's got Jinx, Echo, Ezreal, and Lux.
I'm going to be honest.
And
I
only 2 of them
cannot.
have lore.
I can't tell these Valentine spin-offs apart anymore. They should just have one big old Valentine umbrella.
Lesson 3 is also like, should it be folded into like the other like high school AU? Like does it have to be a Valentine's high school next to like the other high school?
Battle high school
movie?
versus the non-battle
Battle
high school.
But Caitlin's in
Slice
both
of life
them.
anime high school,
Right? Caitlin's
Like,
in all of the high school ones.
there's something about her that just really lends itself to high school AUs. I wonder what it is.
I don't know. Yeah, she always seemed older to me, but I mean, she is.
I agree, right?
She's not in
Yeah.
high school. Bitch is like 30
I don't
now.
know why they do it.
I guess like going back for your
So-
masters isn't as exciting for you, but I'd love to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder who's the secret admirer for a Mumu. I mean, it's gotta be. It couldn't be Annie. That's 2 on, like, repeated, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Plus, Annie doesn't really fit in the high school thing,
The high
unless they
school
took the opportunity. Yeah, unless they decided to age her up and have high school Annie.
I guess like is a
Debut.
Mumu? What age is he?
That's a good question. It's hard to tell because he's a dead mummy. So it's like.
I do like how they have these AUs where it's like, well, they're just in high school. Also, this is dead mummy here walking around. Don't worry
Don't think about it too much.
He's a fucking loser.
Yeah, everyone fucking hates him except one person. I think it's just a
He wrote it
prank.
for himself, or his mom.
I think
gave
it's-
him a Valentine.
I feel like it's a prank. I feel like it's like the movie
Dude.
Angus.
They're gonna carry him? Oh. Man, that's sad. I hope that's like really, that makes me sad now. I don't know. What do y'all think about like the Be Mine stuff? It's just so like, I don't know. It's just very like, it does what it says on the tin, and it doesn't like really go into like a more cohesive AU. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Is that weird?
I'm gonna throw this in here real quick.
Oh,
just
I
'cause
love it.
Roses are black,
Oh,
violets are blue. Be my Valentine, or so will you. It's Vi.
oh, that's good, dude.
I don't get it. What?
You'll be black and blue if you're not. She's starting to.
Okay.
John's threatening domestic violence if you don't love him.
Yeah, because that's what
You
half her
mean-
quotes
yeah.
are.
In like a Looney Tunes way. Yeah.
And all of her ability.
You'll be seeing.
No, honey, that's sanctioned
Right.
police violence. It's different.
Get it right. I get it now.
That's true. Woo! Anyway, we won't have to cross those numbers over. But I was thinking something about a knockout for Vi. Like, you're a knockout, and Vi's like doing a punch, you know?
Oh, that's good. I like that.
A little simpler than beating people up.
Yeah, well, you know, some people like simple, some people like beating people up.
That's true.
Different strokes for different folks.
I don't think you've ever hit anyone in your life, John.
Hey, I had to hit a lot of people in martial arts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've seen him holding swords and stuff. He goes nuts.
I mean, like,
I was a combatant.
A real fight. Those were scripted. I was a combatant in the Renaissance
Dude, the
fair.
magic. Dude, the magic of acting, it's all real, okay?
You gotta get in headspace, you know? You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't, no. How about Jinx? What's a good Jinx Valentine? Loves the bomb. Loves the bomb. You know, that's a 90s one, obviously.
She went. That's pretty cool. That's pretty hardcore.
Thank you.
Have I ever shared that really embarrassing romantic story of mine on this podcast yet involving Da Bomb?
No, but you have to. John is a romance at heart, by the way, like a romantic at heart. He really tries to do romantic things for people, and it usually backfires.
It's been known to once or twice.
That's why I never do romantic anything for anybody.
The first one for us, by the way, is our first Valentine's Day. We'd only been dating for a few weeks, so John sent me flowers. He knew lilies were my favorite, and then my cat ate them and had to get her stomach pumped.
Yeah, it turns out lilies are very toxic to cats.
Well, you know, I mean.
So my girlfriend at the time, this was back in high school. She worked at a nursing home, and she had been texting me throughout the day, was having a terrible day. So I was like, I'm gonna do a little, just something wacky to cheer her up, right? So I went to the grocery store and I got a pineapple, and I like got some fun glasses for it, and like
Mark just rolled his eyes so hard. A pineapple.
You know,
the next logical step, right? Like, continue. I don't want to.
My girlfriend was sad, so I got her a pineapple. I got her a chore to cut one of the most difficult fruits to slice ever.
That's right. I was selling knives at the time. I could do it for her.
ABC, man.
And then you'd sell her.
Always be cutting. So yeah, I got her a pineapple, and I decorated it with like a funny little glasses and like a little necklace and everything. And I was gonna put it like in the front seat of her car, like it was driving, you know. But her car was locked when I got there, so I was like, okay, well,
I broke it and I went in the back seat
Right.
and I waited.
Well, I got this Slim Jim. I might as well, you know.
I was like, no, you know what? I'll leave a note for her on her windshield, right? That says like, because like I can't put it there. I don't want to just put the pineapple there. That's weird. I'll just put it in like a box, right? And then it'll be like a present that she can unwrap. So I put the box under her car, and I left a note on her windshield that said like, you know, I forget what even the note said. For a happy surprise, look in box or whatever the fuck. And I get a call later that day. From a decidedly not cheered up girlfriend. It's like, did you put a fucking box under my car with a pineapple in it? I was like, I did. Did you find it? She's like, no, I didn't find it. The bomb squad found it. Apparently someone had seen me put the box under her car and called the bomb
immediately
squad.
Think bomb, though. How were you dressed? What did you look like, John?
I don't know.
Wearing?
I was looking like high school me. You know what
hoodie,
I was wearing.
dark sunglasses.
Honestly, I've seen pictures of high school John. I would have called the bomb squad on it too.
So-
He was
Just
wearing
walking
like
down the
leopard
street.
print Hello Kitty hats and tie-dye shirts.
Hey, that
at
was
the time.
college, John. Thank
He
you very
got pulled
much.
over for looking like a stoner.
I did
a lot.
get pulled over for looking like a stoner a lot. Yeah, so they called the bomb squad. Her whole work got, for the record, this is weird. Her whole work got evacuated as if the bomb was
to go
inside.
outside.
But
You're
the bomb
closer
was
to the bomb.
outside.
We're saying, everyone, come look at this. Look what we found in this box. That was a bomb, but this is way crazier.
Needless to say, did not improve her mood. But
No.
later that day, we were all hanging out, and she had cut up the pineapple and brought it to our poker game, and was like,
So she
"Hey,
had to
John,
cut
you
up
want
the
some pineapple? It's the bomb."
And you didn't marry her? I'm surprised.
You did set her up for an excellent
I
Excellent
I
fun.
set it up. Set it up,
anyone
she
else
knocked
have
it down.
any
That was really good.
embarrassing
Did you call the bomb squad?
Oh, I know what'll cheer her up. I got it.
I'll get her
really
out of
shake
work.
things up at work. Yeah.
A lot of old people in walkers probably hobbling out of that building.
You caused like a net negative to the world with that.
Fuck.
I've never heard that story before. That's great.
No.
They should have that be the story for like a couple champions in one of these AUs. That exact thing.
Right? More people need to have, some misguided romantic efforts.
You want to hear another one? So John, for our second date.
Oh God, it's another me one. Fuck.
Right?
For our second date, he decided we would go to Griffith Observatory. We were living in LA at the time. And I'd never been there and never really heard of it. And he's like, it's a little bit of a hike from the parking lot to the Griffith Observatory. And I was like, okay. I didn't realize it was a hike up a mountain. So I was wearing like boots and jeans and was like not dressed
Looking real
for...
cute.
Thanks. Not dressed for hiking up a mountain in like 90 degrees, which we did. And then he decided to take the easy route on the way home, which took us about 2 miles away from where we were supposed to be. So then we had to walk all the way around the mountain to get back to our car. And on the way, I did fall down and bleed.
Yeah.
That was our
You say
second
that like
date.
it's his fault that he pushed you? Did
No,
trip
but
you?
he took me up a mountain in my boots that I wasn't supposed to be in. But it's okay. He got me Taco Bell afterwards.
I did
So
get her Taco
everything
Bell.
was fine.
I know how to show a lady a good time.
Right?
At least it wasn't a bomb.
He's like,
I
hey,
guess.
you've earned this. You did a lot of work going up and down to see Griffith. Well, you know what? Griffith Observatory, pretty nice. I think it's worth
Right?
all that bullshit.
It's nice.
Anyway.
Now, real quick too, just like a
Mark.
quick synopsis here. We should probably talk about who's actually in these AUs.
Oh, sure.
A little bit. you
Sure,
know?
sure.
So first of all, we have the Heartbreakers or Heartbreaker, which is just Vi.
Yeah.
Likes punching people, leaves broken hearts and broken bodies. You know how it is. We have Fiora, who is the only heart piercer, which you would think maybe would mean that she's the only person who has a piercing weapon. Now, according to D&D rules, we have a lot of people on this list with piercing weapons, but she's the only
Fucking
heart piercer.
nerd.
We have Heartseeker Ash. It's one piercing weapon right there. We've got Heartseeker Jinx. We've got Heartseeker Lucian.
For Heartseeker Jinx, the first line is "Love is a battlefield," which is great. That's also a really good one for Jinx.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
She's ready to break hearts and bones. We have Heartseeker Oriana, who's
Have a
built
ball
to find
this
and
Valentine.
comfort broken hearts. But she doesn't understand
what
why
you're born
people
to do.
run from her when she's only trying to help them.
Try to think of one for Lucian though.
Okay, Heartseeker Lucian.
Something about 2 guns, right? Or dashing.
Or about like
You're quite dashing, and he
Ooh.
dashes over.
pressing E. That's
Very
pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah.
Um,
Hang on,
see,
Mark's
what's it-
still
I forgot what his
cooking.
abilities
Give
are
him a
called.
second.
about rescuing you from a lamp.
No. That's pretty good.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
I won't have to rub this lamp 3 times to get you out of it.
Go, Mark.
No, I think that's a big oops.
Those are the clearance cards because no one bought them last year.
It's just under like a big bin that says slightly off-putting, right?
Which would be my
Take
other
a trash bag full for $1.
that'd be my other idea for Lucian, by the way. Also using his dash since the name is Pursuit. It's just like
Oh, God.
Yeah, I was thinking for relentless
I'm in
pursuit. Or
pursuit.
whatever.
Pursuit is the best part. Like,
The pursuit is the
pursuit
best part.
It's only fun when they run.
I'm canceling us for everybody.
That's cool. That's cool. We had a good one.
Then we have Heartseeker Quinn, another piercing weapon, by the way.
That would be Mundo's card, by the way. It's only fun when they run.
I thought it'd be Warwick's card.
Oh shit, that's true. That's literally his quote, I guess.
That's why. I mean, that's why I said it. I'm not like a.
Oh, I thought
Like
you were
a
just a
horrible
fucked up
monster.
psycho. I don't know.
No, I'm just quoting a psycho. It's different. It's different.
Ooh, Heartseeker Quinn, your love gives me wings.
Ooh, pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I like that one.
It's a bird. It's a plane. That's what it's saying there.
Let's see. What's her alt? Harrier? Was that it?
You're
Dude,
looking
I could not tell
hairier.
you. I don't like it.
I like
That's
it.
in like parentheses. I like that.
I like your
I
pit
can't remember what the
hair.
hell any of her abilities are called.
Hey, bird, I like you.
Oh, be my bird, something like that.
Be my bird. What's that from?
I mean, she's just got a bird, you know.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought it
And
was like
bird is
And, like, your
also a
bird
name
is
for
like
bird is
your
like
lady?
a '60s name for a lady.
Yeah, come on, get with it.
I suppose it's true. I'm not hip. I'm sorry.
Let's see, we've got a Heartseeker Varus, another piercing
Ooh,
weapon.
Yeah, quite piercing.
Join our threesome.
Right.
I was trying to think.
Let's make this threesome a quad.
Let's make this threesome a foursome. That's it.
I was gonna say you plus me equals Ver us.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Oh shit, that's good.
I love it.
Okay, Heartseeker Vane.
Another piercing weapon.
So we got silver.
Let's see.
I was gonna say like something not being in vain. Like there's not always
Ooh, God, you're born for this.
my Bane train. No.
I was gonna say something to do with tumble, but that's part of the thing, so I can't use that.
Oh. I'll just steal it. Who cares?
Although take a tumble with
It's like, go for
Heartseeker
a tumble.
Vane is
Yeah.
Oh, take
very
a
sexy,
tumble
right?
with
pretty
me.
easy.
Yeah,
Right.
I kind of like take a tumble with me though.
Let's see.
Would you like your wedding ring to be silver or gold?
Oh shit.
Give that to all your classmates.
She's into commitment, right?
I'd stalk you in the night.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I was
Make
going with
me
something with
tumble?
impale.
Ooh, and pale. Yeah, okay.
I'll tumble
well,
for you.
I'll tumble for you.
That tumble for you.
Time to get impaled. That'll be in the off-putting section.
I like that.
Vane the Impaler.
I like quality control at Hallmark. Like they just read the cards. It's like, okay, there's a big bin for like off-putting.
So can we finally fire this guy? All right, Heartseeker Yumi. I mean, you and me is just right there. quite
Yeah, that's
literally.
true.
Yeah.
Straight in her ability.
You're the
names.
cat's meow.
Sure.
You're my favorite fish in the sea.
Okay, she's a cat, John.
Yeah, but she loves fish.
Yeah, but cats like
The whole
fish.
thing is liking
No,
fish.
but I guess that. All right.
Literally,
I'll
this
give it to
says she loves a belly full of fish and a warm lap to curl up on.
Yeah. I love drinking your milk.
you. Mark.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
No, we can't even put
I
that
thought-
in the off-putting clearance aisle.
Is your name
that
Book?
one's...
Because I want to be in
No,
you.
that should be cut. That's
I love drinking your milk.
yeah. Cut it.
It's my new ASMR podcast where I make cats drinking milk sounds.
Very
Sweetheart.
lore accurate. We got Sweetheart Annie.
Have you seen my
Like I
bear?
couldn't bear to be without you.
Right?
My bear.
But
Bear what? But
You and me equals
That's
2.
it.
It's gonna be fun.
we're good.
Sweetheart Rakan. Go ahead, honey. You're Rakan.
I don't know. I didn't think we nailed Annie down.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
Oh,
I like
was
that.
surprised.
I couldn't bear to be with you, but without you.
Oh, I didn't
Can't
hear
bear
that
to be
one.
without
I
you.
like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we
I
should
like
that.
I like with you.
Oh,
Nice
I can't bear to be with you.
card.
Bless you.
Thank you.
All right, Sweetheart Rakan.
Rakan.
Let's see.
The only thing more
I don't know, but I
charming
think
than
he would
me
give one
is
to him.
you.
I want to knock you up.
John.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I thought mine was kind of sweet. And you
Me
were
too.
like, let me get you pregnant. I love to drink your milk.
They can't resist my charm.
That's good, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Sweetheart?
What are his
Oh,
ability
God.
names?
Oh, his ability
no,
names.
go
Go ahead,
ahead.
John.
What's
Don't
up?
worry about it. I don't know.
Mark was asking what Rakan's ability names were.
Oh, he's got Grand Entrance.
Okay, well.
Okay.
I love your grand entrance.
And then 3 other abilities.
All right, we can move on. We can move on.
Sweetheart Sona.
Nothing. It's just like it's just blank. Maybe it plays music when you open it. How about that?
I love
one of them
that.
things.
It's like music notes, but it's also Morse code.
Help me, please.
Right, SOS, yeah, right.
I can't get out of the card.
F U.
You strike the
you're a
perfect
melody.
chord.
Oh yeah, you strike a perfect chord.
Oh,
That's
sure.
good. That's good.
That's very nice. Yeah.
Sweetheart Zaya.
You're very aggressive.
Right?
Yeah. Something about feathers.
Something about
More,
feathers.
they say more than fair weather friends or something like that. That's a little platonic for Valentine's Day. If that's okay.
She would friend zone everyone on Valentine's Day. Hers would just
she's
be
already
like,
got-
"You're okay." That would be.
Yeah.
You're
That's
no
pretty good.
pecan.
I can tolerate you for a bit. All right. Are you still thinking for Zaya?
Yeah, I got nothing for
I kind of like a meh
She's
card for her.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She sees that off-putting section and is like, gold.
That's
beautiful.
it. Yeah. Wait a minute. Something about drinking my
I'll
milk.
take the lot.
And then we've got the Love Struck line here. We've got Love Struck Ezreal. So one thing I like about this line, I'm going to read these two because I said that Lux and Ezreal and Echo and Jinx were in this. Echo and Jinx have no lore blurb in this. Only Lux and Ezreal do. And Ezreal's is, I don't know if I should read this one first. Yeah, we'll read this one first. Hey, cutie, you look real cool. And I'm not just talking about the gloves, but I don't even know your name. Why don't we take things a tad slower? Where will you be alighting? Maybe we can go somewhere for a little adventure, which was Lux's reply to some message that Ezreal sent her.
Okay.
And then Lux's lore is a message from, it said unread message from a cute guy. So presumably not the same, not the Lux message.
Okay.
But Love Struck Lux's little blurb is, Dear Lux, from the moment the first ray of sunshine illuminated your graceful form when you stepped into the carriage, you became the only one I've eyes for. It's almost like the light around you pulls me in, reminding me how vigorously my heart can pound. I want you to know how I feel, and I'd love to know if you felt the same way too. Winky emoji from unread message from a cute guy.
Interesting.
Interesting. I didn't see these skins when I was looking through things
Are
before.
these Wild Rift
I don't know.
exclusive? I think they are. I
Maybe.
don't think Love Struck Lux exists in League.
Yes, it is Wild Rift exclusive.
That's probably
maybe that's
why
why
I
I
didn't
didn't
see
find
that.
it. But I found a bunch of Crystal Rose stuff. I was looking at Crystal Rose for this. I didn't know if we were going to talk about it. But...
No, I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, that was listed on the wiki too, I think. Which was weird.
Yeah, but I can't really tell. It's not terribly Valentine's-y. Yeah, I mean,
Right,
I
it's
guess
got
it's all about.
roses, that's
But then
about
again,
it.
like a lot of the newer Wild. I guess the thing is, it's a lot of Wild Rift stuff. And a lot of the ones I was looking at did have a lot of people who are going to the ball to find like love. You know what I mean? Like, oh, J4 is the most eligible bachelor in the land, and he's looking, but his heart may belong to another.
Ooh.
Shinjao. But
Don't worry, we'll get into that.
oh, with the shit, yeah, ton of ships. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I didn't see this Love Struck one at all. It's kind of fun. This is the thing where it feels like there are also these weird little disparate, like two champion AUs. that
Yeah.
if you could kind of be corralled a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it does make it kind of hard to look into them all.
They need that. I feel like periodically they have like big consolidation efforts, and I feel like the Valentine's consolidation fairy hasn't hit yet.
Very.
One day they'll come and make us a part of Crime City Nightmare or whatever. We've got one debonair skin. We're in. You know?
Well, do we want to talk about
wonder-
official shifts? Oh, shifts.
Oh, sure.
Ships.
So I have official ships. Mm-hmm. So here's my categories. I've got official ships, X's, unrequited love, and it's complicated / unofficial. And for each one,
Hey.
I have a story if you want to see some, some interactions where they're acting kind of coupley, and then some other media if it exists.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I have a list. I went to a popular fan fiction site called Archive of Our Own, and I put a list of the top ships that have the most amount of fan fiction written about them.
Ooh, can we try to guess like what the top like three
I would
or top
love that.
one is?
I have 7. They did show me like the top 10, but some of them were like just phrased differently. Instead of a slash, it would have like an ampersand or something like that.
I'll be terrible at this,
I did
find
do
very
a guess,
intriguing.
and I was shocked it was in the top 5.
So how obvious would you say the top 7 are?
Pretty obvious, I would say.
Okay, so they're all unofficial, but
They're not all unofficial necessarily.
okay.
They're just the top
It's just whatever
couples
people
that
have
have the
decided
most
to write
fan
about.
fiction written
most
about
fan
them.
fiction. It's got to be Graves and TF in the top 5.
No,
Fuck.
Graves and TF is
Interesting.
Not in the top 5.
I was thinking like I feel like I've seen a lot of like Ophelio set.
That
going
was
on
my
from
guess.
AUs.
It is in there. Yes, Mark. I was shocked.
Okay.
It's number 4.
I thought that would be pretty big up there.
Interesting. Is there
who's,
any
like-
Hui Jin in there?
No.
Fuck.
I think he's probably too new, if nothing else. He'd probably look for something that'd be around for a little bit. Who's like someone who's like who are 2 antagonists?
So what you guys are missing is the really obvious large piece of media connected to League of Legends right now.
Oh
Okay, so I
yeah,
assume Vi
obviously like
Caitlyn.
Vi Caitlyn.
And then
Yes.
Jace.
Yeah.
They're the top 2. And I was shocked
Yeah.
that Caitlyn and Vi was actually 1, and then Jace Victor is number 2. Normally on AO3, like thing about like fanfic, and I'm somebody who goes there. I have read plenty of fanfiction on AO3, not League of Legends related, but generally everyone's horny and gay. So like that's what you get a lot of. But a lot of times male ships are more popular than female ships.
And there's still not
So-
Graves TF
That was
in there.
my-
They're so charming.
I know. I was
Yeah, that's
really
why I thought that was a good guess
surprised.
too.
I should look to see like how much fic is written about them. I'll have to look it up. My phone's at 3% though, so I can't.
Do you have the other top ones? I'm done. I'm good guessing.
Yeah,
if you
so
wanna
Kate and Vi and
give us the
Jason
others.
Victor are the top. Lux and Jinx is number 3.
Okay, that Star
I saw some
Guardian
of that
vibe.
floating around.
I guess so, yeah. Ophelio set
They
was next.
definitely have that vibe in Star Guardian. For the record, there's definitely that.
Yeah,
Will they?
do.
Won't they?
Okay.
Type because Lux is into Ezreal. It seems very clear Jinx is into Lux.
Yeah. Then you have Echo and Jinx.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ezreal and Kayn.
Didn't see that one coming.
Interesting.
I didn't even know
Yeah.
that was a thing. And then the last one is Akali Evelyn, which I imagine has to do with KDA. I think people ship them.
Probably, yeah.
Oh,
of
okay.
KDA.
I see that. Interesting.
But yeah, that was
Neat.
fun. I'm curious. I should read some sometimes because I am curious about Ez and Kayn and like what
Right?
that dynamic is and like how did
Yeah.
they meet and is it an AU that they're both a part of? Are they in Heartsteel maybe? Heartsteel, right?
They are in
Oh,
Heartsteel together.
That's probably where it's at. I bet. That's
I'm
a shame because I do
curious.
like the idea of like airhead, kind of airheaded doofus, like go lucky Ezreal with like really super serial,
Serious.
like
Right.
Oh, that is
hardcore,
fun.
edgy Kane. It's kind of fun. So
Yeah. I mean, he's been everywhere around the map, so I mean, they've probably met.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Maybe that could be a fun Patreon episode where we talk about some of these dynamics.
Sure.
And
yeah, I like
Yeah.
that idea.
but canon couples.
So, canon couples. We've got Zyra Khan, the obvious couple here. Now, the story I feel like kind of has the relationship best is Nothing Rhymes with Tube Bow. I thought that was pretty good. Pretty good where you kind of see how worried they both are, but also how much they both trust each other to
Yeah.
come through when they need it. And from cinematics, we've got the Wild Magic cinematic.
Yeah, I like them a lot. They were a couple that I didn't think I was going to be that invested in until we read more about them. I think the moment that stood out to me was I can't even give you details, but it's when like Zaya is facing somebody in a room and Rakan's kind of behind her, like this looming threat, like ready to just fucking kill somebody, which just didn't seem like something Rakan would do, I guess. But yeah, Nothing Rhymes with Tubo is a a good way to kind of get the dynamic of the relationship.
For sure, right? I think a lot of that comes from the fact that they were designed to be a couple from the outset, instead of many other things in League that have sort of become that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Then we have Ash and Tryndamere, which, honestly, there's not a lot of canon stories that have anything to do with
on one
this.
of my...
You're going to go back and read the Journal of Justice if you want.
They're on your wish for
Yeah, it would have been cool if those two got together and had...
a conversation. They literally have no conversations in any thing that we have.
Still Here is the best we get from other media for
That's
it.
sad, but yeah, it is.
It was really kind of funny to me, and this is like no shade or anything, but reading comments on that video and people talking about like, oh, this look from Ash to Tryndamere, this couple is so, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, man, there's not like we were reaching a little bit. I think
nothing.
Anyway.
We got Senna and Lucian.
Of course.
Also, not unfortunately, like you get a lot of stories about Lucian fighting to get Senna back. Senna is not a big part of many of those stories. Kind of the only story we get with both of them is like redeemed a bit, which is again more Senna than Lucian, but like at least they get to be together for the beginning and the end of it. Read Sentinels of Light if you want them to be together the whole time.
No.
Okay, he's done it. He said something horrible. He said, "Read Sentinels of Light."
Get him out of the room.
Hey, it's happened.
I think we talked about this with them, is that we really wanted to see some kind of story or moment with them that had absolutely nothing to do with like Thresh or Viego or the Souls or anything like that.
Just like a nice
them like
moment.
reconnecting in some way. I would like them just bonding over something that they used to like together and that they still have that in common, something like that.
Right? Going out for some, nice like ramen.
Sure,
go out for ramen.
Honestly, right? Would you not read and love the story that was them going on their little couples date night?
Yes.
And it's like, I don't want to get into it. We have a lot of shit to talk about, but it's like, they have to they have to refine their relationship and kind of learn who they are again. And it's like awkward, but then they fall back into the natural. It's like it'd be very sweet. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it and I'm loving it in my mind.
It'd be so good.
If you want cinematics of the two of them actually fighting together, we got Ruination, Before Dawn, and Absolution. All pretty good action pieces with the two of them. We have Vi and Caitlyn, which no stories about it, but if you want to see it happen from beginning to end, Arcane, baby. So I guess we'll just skip ahead a few of these. Echo and Jinx, no stories about it. You want to see it? Arcane, baby.
Basically one episode. They're together in another universe in Arcane. They're not even together in like the main.
We don't know what the main universe is. Who's to say that's not the main universe?
I suppose that's a matter of perspective. Yeah.
Although I guess if that is the main universe, then we got to cross Vi and Caitlyn off the list.
Oh shit.
Also, and you know what? We'll have to see. I haven't read Mel's bio yet, but Mel and Jace either go into this category or the X's category. We'll see. Maybe they've decided to make long distance work, like very, 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 very long distance.
I doubt it.
Across the cosmos.
Or wherever the fuck Jace is now.
It's hard. It's like, babe, I'm corporeal. It's just we're too different,
I just want you to touch me, man.
They might go into X's. We've got and this is another one that might go into X's, but we don't have any. I think like maybe I don't know if we have any solid information on this one. But we've got Leona and Diana as canon. If you want to
for a night
story together, Rise with Me. If you want to see them in action together, I guess the Vaulted Road, because they don't kill each other. That's probably a good like indicator that there's something there.
That's how you know it's a good couple.
Sure, right? It's not the highest barrier to entry, but
and then we have Graves and TF, which are adorable. Story.
They're canon, but they haven't quite figured it out yet. But they will.
Yeah, Boys and Bombolini. Great story for that.
So good.
And if you want, they're dynamic, double cross for the cinematic.
I think Graves and TF would be a hugely popular couple if they were out more. Like if they were just like out in public more, people knew about them more. You see these. I think the fics that I'm seeing are all because of Arcane and like the music videos. People want to like see the characters, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
for sure.
Now I have an X's section here.
There's 2.
We got two confirmed X's. First up, we talked about last week, Alawi and Gangplank.
I always forget they used to bang.
They used to bang.
Right.
If you want to hear a little bit more about their relationship, you can either read The Burden or you can play The Ruined King.
Do both. They're both pretty good, as I
both,
recall.
yeah.
Certainly the Ruined
Pretty
King.
good. And our last pair of X's, Callista and Hecarim, betrothed in the Ruination.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
I suppose
betrothed,
that's
but-
true. Yeah.
There was never any love there, but
yeah, or touching, I think.
It's on the books.
but it's on the book. Check the receipts, folks.
They called the florist. They were planning a wedding.
Now I have a section.
Mark froze. He looks so happy.
He's so happy.
I can hear. I can't hear y'all.
Sure. There he
I will
is.
say.
There's our guy.
This last section, well, not last section. This next section, unrequited love. Oh God, he's
flailing around.
It's like a slideshow over there.
Oh, I'm just really behind SpaghettiOs.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
That internet. You keep looking surprised too that we just don't.
Oh, I can't
I'm
hear
just
him.
shocked that it's
Oh,
even.
there he is.
Oh boy. Oh great. Okay.
No, we can hear you
Can
now.
you hear
We
me
can hear you
now?
now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Some sick lag going on.
I'm scared.
So, unrequited feelings. First up, we have Zoe to Ezreal. And for a lot of these, I'll have in-game quotes. to
Oh,
support
great.
this.
Do the impression while you do them too?
Oh, God. Zoe actually has a lot of these to Ezreal specifically. I just wrote one down here, but
Yeah.
I gotta... I'm just saying, if you wanted to hold hands, that would be okay. She has another one that's just like, God, what was it?
You're hot.
She does she has one like that.
Oh, really?
It's just
That's
like,
funny.
hi, I'm Zoe. But I like I hop between dimensions. You're cute.
Oh goodness. Cringier than Vex.
Right? Who's on this list? Don't worry. Next up, we have Ezreal to Lux.
Yeah.
Hi, honey. Is it too soon to call you honey? It's too soon. Lux to Silas.
Okay, listen, we all have mistakes in our past. We all have that one crush that we were like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, you
He
can
was
read-
bringing her books, not for children. You know?
Right. They're not meant for children.
Not meant for children.
Not meant for children.
You can read the Lux comic if you want to learn all about
She had
this
a
one.
bit of a crush, I think. It wasn't
Yeah.
even that big of a deal.
Yeah, I did call this unrequited feelings.
Yeah, you
know,
did,
they're
you
not
did,
all
you did.
love.
Sure. Yeah.
Next up, we have Vex to Viego.
Vex, come on, man.
Viego is is okay. I mean, he's whatever, I guess. Rumble to Tristana. I mean, outside of the fact that he named his mech Tristy, you can also play the Bandletail game to learn more about that relationship.
Oh, Rumple.
Nico to Evelyn, and to be fair, this is not just specifically to Evelyn. This is Nico to about half the cast of the game.
Yeah, the girl is horned up.
Nico is all horned up with nowhere to go.
See, she doesn't know what sex is, but she does
Nidalee.
fuck.
Did
You know what I mean?
Did you put Nico Nidalee anywhere?
I didn't put Nico Nidalee anywhere. I put Nico Evelyn, and I figured I would just take the opportunity to say that Nico is just all out there for
She's
a
in
lot of
heat.
people.
Yeah.
The quote for Evelyn: Evelyn is so extreme. Nico is curious. Nico also has a thing for birds and bird creatures. Nico has a big thing for Nidalee.
And they were actually pals. I feel like they played around.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I thought I'm sure it was confirmed somewhere that, like, some writer in some post somewhere said that they had a dalliance at some point. A dalliance.
Confirmed.
Right.
Canon ship.
Yeah, I'm sure it's somewhere in there.
Last one I have here is Urgot to Camille. I must admit, I have a thing for legs.
You know, I never thought I'd have them as like a ship that I'd like to see, but honestly, I'm loving it. Camille, this
You think so?
wealthy
Really?
Piltover, and then Urgot, and his gross everything.
It's gross.
What do you mean you
Right?
didn't think? I have a whole song about it on YouTube.
Oh, Urgot and Camille. I didn't
It's
have
called
them on
Spider
my
Boy.
dream team.
Go to
you
YouTube
know?
and check it out. It's to the tune of Skater Boy.
Oh, what? Anyway, it's complicated.
We have an It's Complicated / unofficial. Obviously, Garen and Katarina are here.
Yeah.
If you want to hear more about this, there's the Katarina comic where they first kind of meet and you see those sparks start flaring. We also have the unreleased Garen Katarina cinematic if you want to see it in action.
Were they confirmed in old lore, by the way, previously?
I think
yes
near
and no.
essentially. In a sort of like,
Okay.
yeah.
They
In the
were
way that
as
no one ever said
confirmed
Jinx
as
was
they
by
could
his
be.
sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It
shit
is
like
Jinx
that.
by sister level here.
Doesn't say that it's Rengar on that story. Jeez.
Next we have Shyvana and Jarvan the Fourth. You can learn. I mean, obviously there's the story of their bios where they kind of met. But if you want to learn more about their relationship, I feel like Mage Seeker, if you want to play that, is kind of we get a lot more detail about that there.
I'd love for that to be more canon, like get a story of, and that coming out too. That Jarvan the Fourth not only pulled the Mage Seekers, but then started banging a dragon. He's sick, dude.
It's just like, yeah, you hear about Jake Forum? Dragon fucker.
Dragon those nuts.
Where?
Ari and Yasuo. Again,
Yeah.
more about this relationship in The Ruined King, but there definitely seemed to be a big spark there, you know? She had a lot of concern for him because she was worried that she would end up like her past love, sucked dry, I guess we could say.
But in the bad way, not in the good way.
Bad way.
I like the idea that she told Yasuo that, and he was like, "Damn, I can't
All right,
wait."
all right. Yasugi!
No, that's definitely what he says when he comes.
We have Swain and LeBlanc, which is just in our imagination.
It's our imagine. It's not.
but,
It's not. It's real.
No,
it should be, you know?
Oh, Mark.
It's in everybody's imaginations.
Yeah, in everyone's
Now it
imagination.
is because no, you're back. You're back. It's okay. I feel like they're my top. I'd love to see that. Shut up, John. Because it's so fitting. Like they just hate fuck. I
Right?
love
I'm
that.
so curious, actually. So, like, you know, we know LeBlanc's a big thing moving forward into this Noxus
Yeah.
season. Still unconfirmed about where Swain is at in it, but, like, I think we're going to see a little something.
A little something. Yeah, we'll see.
Next up, we have Alawi and Braum, which, again, watch Ruined King, or play Ruined King, rather. Now, this one, we don't know if it progressed, right? We know that Alawi was like, Braum, you ready to do this? And then Braum got seasick.
I mean, I think afterwards they probably
Exactly.
found
It was a
moment.
long adventure.
Yeah.
They had a lot of opportunities to bone down. I think it happened.
What a couple. What a
Power couple right
Sure,
there.
yeah.
Jesus.
Literally.
That's one of those things
You gotta
where,
clear
like,
the fuck. You
gotta clear the ship.
exactly. You can't be on the ship.
gotta clear the
There's gonna be
area.
cracks in that hull.
You said hoe at first? Not hole. I was like, damn, John, fuck.
Oh, do you think the
down.
tentacles get into it?
Ooh. I mean,
Ooh,
Braum,
yeah.
Braum would request them, I think. I think Braum would be into it. They'll hold his poros.
Right? You got fucking tentacles coming into it on one side, poros on the other.
What do you think? Poros spill out of his pants when he takes
I
them
don't know.
off?
Maybe. He's using
That's
them as
when
like
he comes.
ticklers. I don't
Oh.
fucking know.
That's where poros come from.
This episode has done something horrible to us.
so bad. I can't even call it horny. It's just gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's gross. That's what I'm
Right.
gonna think about whenever that poro explodes on the Howling Abyss. I'll be like, man, Braum.
Dude, that was
Braum
back
just had his
up.
dang. That guy was back up. It's cold in the Freljord, you know? It's hard.
Anyway, next up, I've got Jin and Hui from Paintings Framed in Half-Light.
Just the saddest, palest, boniest.
It's a very... I don't know how to...
They're both so weak and, like, leaning on each other.
Right? This is a very angular couple, if that makes sense.
Angular couple.
Holy shit.
It's very pointy, if you will.
Could you imagine trying to bang Jin? It'd all have to be in, like, groups of 4. Everything you do.
Right?
He would talk way too fucking much. Holy shit, he would talk too much.
They both talk way too much.
Counting everything.
Shut up.
Then obviously Jason Victor, who, you know...
Although, I mean, the creator said that they're just bros.
Yeah, creator said it, but, you know, that's why it's in the it's complicated / unofficial. They're bros as of the time they disappear. They might have an infinity in the Shadow Realm. And
I just don't know how you create that final scene with them and think that they're just besties.
Right.
I've never seen two bros act like that, is all I'm saying.
It's a very...
Are we really bros if we don't...
Like
escape
kiss,
into the singularity?
Right?
Yeah, forehead kiss. I did love, like, what's more gay, being literally gay or whatever these two have going on, right? Like,
truly,
they had like, all right, this is gonna be. I mean, if you've never seen Magicians, this will mean nothing to you. But it had very fucking. God, I forget the other guy's name now. That they're two main characters, Quentin and the
some other guy,
and the very gay one. You know, when they ended up having a lifetime together, it was those vibes. They get sucked into the singularity. It's going to be those two for sure.
Spoilers for the Magicians.
Deal with it.
I was definitely going to watch that.
He's gotten aggressive.
Next up, we have Kaisa and Talia, which you can learn more about their relationship in Hollow Spun and the Call cinematic. But this is just my ship, because I like it.
I did like this one. It could happen.
You see that.
Raya confirmed Talia's not fully hetero, I think.
Yeah.
And Kaisa's been with Void Creep. I mean, can you get under there, though? I guess couples, they don't have to bang. What am I saying? That's horrible. Yeah.
They don't have to bang.
Together.
And finally, I have Kane and Akali here. Which you get, you know, just a little bit about that attraction, that spark in the Zed comics.
See, they'd be the hate banging.
Yeah, she also has a quote to Zed that says, "Kane, why are the hot ones always crazy?" That's my list.
All right.
Pretty solid. Did y'all have
dream
any
ships there, Mark?
Oh, yeah. The one that sprung to mind immediately was Mundo and Evelyn, but only in an unrequited way. We talked about it in the Mundo episode,
yeah,
I
exactly.
think.
Yeah.
But him sort of kind of like, I don't know. I just think it'd be tons of fun, right? You could do, like, I think about it and, like, the jokes start pouring into my brain. So it's like,
he's just constantly chasing her around, being like, I hate when you torture me. So she, like,
oh, no.
Yeah.
Right. I want to see his like his do not read journal about how, like, all the things that she does, like, that she's done to him, and he just loves her more, and like the fact that he kind of like blue balls her, right?
She always thinks like she's at that moment, and then he just starts healing, like, God damn it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, she's such she's such a predator, and she's always so in control. And this, when she's hunting her prey, having her be on the back foot with like this big Dumbo Mundo, it seems lots of fun. And then another one, this was a real out of left field, was Xinjiao and Camille, which seems like a weird mix.
Okay.
I love it. Hit me with it.
I know it's weird, right? Well, my thought was, for starters, they both got spear things going on, so it's kind of, you know, if anyone's going to navigate the downstairs behavior, it's going to be Xinjiao. Well, I think I'm frozen again.
They both have spear things going on. I'm going to need more information about that.
She got spear legs. He knows how to handle a spear. You know, it's like, just saying, the guy will stay safe on. But no, the other thing is that, like, they both are in kind of protector positions for these storied families. They've known the patriarchs of these families and have had these interesting, like, developments with the heirs of the families, especially like her brother and him and J4 have been very, like, hard familial relationships for them. And I kind of like that they're both older, and I thought, like, I don't know, like, later in life romance between the two just to me seemed kind of like it seems like they could like find common like something in common
Like
in some
the
way.
war's
I don't know.
passed in some way. Things have quieted down.
Now let me
I
throw out an
guess,
alternate
yeah.
for that.
Ooh, okay.
If instead of, whereas as another alternative, Sinjao in Italy, because we talked about having the spear thing in common, but he was also like, wait, my guy likes a half-human lady? I could do a half-human lady.
I've heard from Jay Ford that this half-human shit is
Half-human
ridiculous.
shit's got it going on. All right.
Sam.
All right. And then the last one is a broad zone that I call the Briar zone, which is where I started thinking about it. I thought of all these, like, you can put Briar with, like, anything. She's like duct tape. You just stick her to somebody, and it's a
And
fun
it's just
relationship.
Fun, yeah.
Nami, because they're all about Briar feet. Nami's got no feet. And also like that they're two kind of like, they're like Dumb and Dumber in that they both don't know the world, but like Nami's all like, I'm here to save my people, and I'm all good-hearted, and Briar is, I guess, also good-natured, but a psycho murderer too.
I love that.
Briar Nico, Briar
They're like-
Rel.
They're like
Just
that.
do anything
Iron
with her.
Rel, damn.
I don't know. You do fucking anything with her, I feel like.
Briar Jinx. Just destroy everything.
Yeah, two crazy psychos, yeah.
I never saw Jinx Lex as much until we get Arcane, and thinking of like Jinx after she's left and like after everything she's been through, running in the Lux. I love that. I know it's not going to happen, but I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
I want like a, you know how they have like the Olaf fights the world type content for you know, the content creators. Like I would love to see like a Jinx tours the world's comic series from content creators. I think that'd be great.
She's just
be
exploring
fun.
all these regions.
Because
Yeah.
I don't necessarily.
Is there a
wanna
region
see
she would
her
just give a
in
hard
Arcane
pass to?
again, but I'd love to see that.
Ooh, who would she give a hard pass to? Maybe like the
Like
Freljord.
Demacia, she-
It's too cold. And
It's
she's
too
like,
cold.
fuck that
Look how
place.
thin I am.
Yeah,
Nah.
right. She's always wearing sleeveless shirts and shit. Show off her tats, you know.
So you can't do midriff in the, well, man, maybe you can if you're Ash.
Right? You got to be Iceborne for that shit, or Gragas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts?
I love love. You know?
Aw,
Yeah,
I
Love's
love
pretty
Love
cool.
too. Love's alright. I don't know.
That's pretty cool. I'd like right to keep doing relationships. They
Yeah.
can be really interesting. There are ones that we really like, and I think more of them, and maybe developing some of the ones we have. It can all be real good and can all be real interesting. And sometimes
Right.
it's not.
Yeah.
Right?
Revisit this AU. Rewrite a bunch of people's blurbs.
Yeah, that too.
And I think it could be cool. Could be good.
Yeah.
Could be good.
More things in like the less than 3 AU would be pretty solid, probably too. And whatever that heart one is that Ezreal and Lux were in, Love
Yeah.
Struck.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
Yeah.
Give Jinx and Echo a lore blurb. What the fuck? It's not often you get a new skin that doesn't have lore. What the fuck?
At least like a sentence.
Yeah, it's weird,
Yeah.
especially now. Look
Right?
at all the top ships, Riot. Come on,
Yeah.
Right?
Jinx and Echo
you're
is in the
losing
top
money.
7 on AO3. My phone just died, so I can't look at what we're doing next week, and I forgot off the top of my head.
Ooh, I
wants to
think
open the
next.
doc.
Yeah. Let me we'll grab it
The
one
race is
second. You're probably gonna do it faster than I am, honestly.
I doubt it.
As in,
forget which
everyone's gonna see all my
one this is on.
my.
Not that one.
Nope.
I think
Nope.
we both open the same freaking
Right, we
document.
both open this. Aha! Found it. All right.
Shoot.
Next week is the Reddit discussion. We're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
go to
yeah. So
the lore subreddit.
Okay.
yeah, we were gonna
To the hot tops.
look at the lore.
Okay.
Yeah, see if we can find some interesting things to talk about there. There's 2 lore subreddits, so I'm sure we'll have a fertile dearth of content to look through and discuss. See, we can give our hot takes, see what Redditors gave for their hot takes on some fun lore stuff.
I love it. And, you know, if you're listening to this, if you want to head over to the Discord, maybe post like a post or something like that. Like if you found a Reddit post that you'd like us to talk about, League of Legends related, please. League of Legends lore related specifically. Yeah, or like one that, I don't know, you remember a really interesting discussion, something like that. That'd be great. But that's it for Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We have a Twitch, twitch.tv/loreheads. John streams on Saturdays. He does TFT and ARAMs with viewers and occasionally randomly throws in an indie game there. He does Saturday evening, EST. If you ever want to make sure John is streaming that night, you can join our Discord. Also post some Reddit links in there, or talk about how great all of the jokes were in this episode. And you can tell us that they weren't gross at all, and that you love the idea that Brahm ejaculates poros.
Yeah. It's the science.
God, the visual came again.
Yeah.
You're welcome, everybody.
So did he.
You also have a YouTube if you want to listen to Skater Boy, Leggy Boy,
Spider Boy.
Spider Boy. John
Ooh.
wrote and sang that beautifully. He also has a plethora of other League parodies, like Get Heimerdingered.
Heimerjinxed.
Get Heimerjinxed. Get jinxed from in his Heimerdinger impression. I don't know why, that's just the one that popped into my head.
Yeah.
Probably because it just echoes around in there sometimes.
There will be more.
I
have
be
committed
more
to recording more
Yes.
this month. Because I have...
Oh, really? Ooh.
I have just...
A new album?
I have a bunch written, honestly, that I just have never gotten around to recording. And I have been taking a master class from Christina Aguilera on vocal exercises. And I'm committing to making that worth my time by by recording these extra songs.
I'm
I like
so
it. You heard it
impressed
here first, folks.
that you got Christina Aguilera to like make these videos.
Yeah,
for
it
you
was
and
like
teach you how to
personal
sing.
for me.
She's a huge
Yeah.
lore
She
fan.
opens every video by like,
Loves League of Legends.
"Sup, John?
Sup, John.
My
That was
man.
It's a great Christina. Wait, what the fuck did she call you?
My man!"
That's because I was gonna beat her ass up because you're my man, obviously. No, it's okay. If you want to leave me for someone, that's your fucking problem. I should go. Bye. I don't want to make a fight.
Happy Valentine's Day,
Valentine's Day,
everybody.
baby.
No. You know what? That is a piece of advice. If you have to fight to keep your partner, then they're not someone worth keeping. You don't have to fight them. What the fuck is that?
What if...
I'm not gonna
if
fight
you have
some
to
woman
fight-
for John.
Man, you're really worked up about this
I'm just
imaginary
saying.
situation you just invented.
Well, if it was me too, like, if I'm not committed enough to you that I'm like, oh, you have to prove you're better than this other person over here. Fuck that. That's bullshit.
Know your worth, folks.
Know your worth. Be with someone who doesn't yell at you. I've never yelled at John except this moment right here.
Is that what this was?
And that other time.
Yesterday when I made you cry. No, I'm just kidding. Never. What the fuck else do we have? A Patreon. We have a Patreon. Thank you so much to all of our patrons.
But a very special thank you to our Medarda tier patrons, Mr. Dead and King of Hearts. Happy Valentine's Day, and if I could choose just one Valentine, don't tell Rebecca, but I would choose you.
There's two of them, first of all.
Don't do the math.
They're,
You'll
they're
morph
one
them into
singular combined. Yeah.
Well, please be sure to join us next week as we talk about Reddit.
Don't know if you've ever
Reddit.
heard of it.
If you've ever heard of it.
little side little
The
thing.
new kid on the block. Reddit?
Is that on the dark
We've
web?
come a
That's
long way
wild,
since
man.
Pac-Man.